those motors, advancing the throttles. You can see some of the rain on the runway. There's brake release as those big CF6 engines power the C-5M Super Galaxy down the runway to open the show here at the 2009 Dover Air Force Base. Look at that. Incredible capabilities. My goodness, I've seen so many C5 performances before, but nothing in the world like that. The flight crew for today's demonstration is led by Aircraft Commander Major Dave Grine. He's accompanied by pilots Lieutenant Colonel Alderson, a Delaware native and a graduate from Glasgow High School in Newark, and the University of Delaware as an Air Force ROTC member, where he graduated from in 1984, along with Captain Matt Mattis and flight engineers Master Sergeant James Busby and Staff Sergeant Scott Horak. Demonstrating the C-5M's outstanding maneuverability for such a large aircraft, Major Grine is going to spiral up over the airfield at 5,000 feet, banking the airplane up to 45 degrees, exhibiting its ability to quickly exit the threat environment around potentially hostile combat locations. Re-engining is the centerpiece of this new C-5M. New General Electric CF6 engines produce more than 50,000 pounds of thrust, providing 202,000 pounds of total thrust for the aircraft. The C-5M Super Galaxy has a 58% greater climb rate to an initial cruise altitude that is 38% higher than the current C-5. This improved capability will enable the C-5 to carry significantly more cargo from more airfields over greater distances with reduced dependency on aerial tanker assets. You can see far off to the right there. The basic dimensions of the C-5M and other C-5s are identical at 247 feet. The C-5M is 17 yards short of a football field in length and a tremendous wingspan of 222 feet. The cargo hold of the C-5 is actually a foot longer than the length of the first powered flight by the Wright brothers Wright Flyer at Kitty Hawk in 1904. The tail, 6 stories high at the flight deck where the pilot said is 35 feet off of the ground. The C-5M weighs 400,000 pounds empty and can carry 285,000 pounds of cargo. That's along with 51,250 gallons of fuel. The C-5 can weigh an uncanny 840,000 pounds, almost 1,000,000 pounds for takeoff. Lockheed Martin began construction of the first C-5 in August of 1966, and the C-5A Galaxy made its maiden flight in 1968. The first operational C-5A started service in June of 70. In 1986, the airframe design was improved and 50 of the CFBs were built through 1989. Additionally, there are currently 2 C models dedicated to carry outside NASA cargo. Keep looking out to the right, because the C-5M will commence a high-speed pass at 1,000 feet above the ground. For those of you who are living around the area and pretty much accustomed to seeing the C-5 flying over the state of Delaware, you'll notice the distinctive whine of the old engines is no longer there. The C-5M is compliant with the ICAO, or International Civil Aviation Organization's new Stage 4 noise standards, allowing it to fly into any airport capable of handling its size. Here he is from the right. The reduced noise levels also provide a tactical advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, the new C-5M, based right here at Dover, Delaware, and a high-speed pass at only 1,000 feet above the ground. Listen to the quiet now of those brand new General Electric CF6 engines. See how quiet that is. Beautiful aircraft. And what performance. Largest airlifter in the Air Force inventory with unmatched cargo volume, payload, capacity, and range. The C-5's unique ability to open both the front and the rear of the aircraft and the cargo bay, and actually kneel down, enables a true drive-on, drive-off capability, allowing vehicles and other equipment to roll off combat ready. Here we are at the configured pass from the right now. All of those 5 sets of landing gears, 28 tires all together, hanging down. The flaps are down. The C-5M Super Galaxy will begin operational flight testing come this fall. It's the result of a 2-phase modernization effort, the Avionics Modernization Program, referred to as the AMP, and the Reliability Enhancement and Re-Engineering Program, or RERP. AMP added a new modern cockpit with a digital all-weather flight control system and autopilot, a new communication suite, flat panel displays, and enhanced navigation and safety equipment, which have combined to greatly ease the crew workload and enhance situational awareness. Once again, flown today by Major David Grind, Lieutenant Colonel Alderson, Captain Matt Mattis, Flight Engineers Master Sergeant James Busby, and Staff Sergeant Scott Ferrant. You can see he's got a little crab angle in there due to the crosswind. Got the nose a little off to the left. Counteracting that crosswind, trying to push the airplane around. As they go by now on landing, let's put our hands up in the air and give them a big wave. Say thank you for demonstrating the latest in capability of Dover Air Force Base and the C-5M Super Galaxy. Spoilers up on top of the wing, helping slow down. CF6 engines in reverse, helping to slow the aircraft down as well.